Hello my dear students, I hope you all are fine. So today this is our second Google Classroom and our topic is proportion. So let's start with it. What is proportion? A proportion says that two ratios are equal or two fractions that are equal. Okay, for example, 3 upon 4 is equal to 6 upon 8. How it comes? If you will multiply 3 by 2 and 4 by 2, you will get the answers 6 and 8. Right? So if you will remove this common 2 from both the numerator and denominator, you will get 3 upon 4. That means 3 upon 4 is a simplified form of 6 upon 8, and which shows one ratio, and 6 upon 8 is another ratio. These two ratios are actually equal. Okay, so this shows proportion. 3 upon 4 is equal to 6 upon 8. These two ratios are equal and this shows proportion. Here you can see that 2 upon 3 is equal to 4 upon 6 and 5 upon 15 is equal to 1 upon 3. How? When you multiply 2 by 2, and 3 by 2, you will get the answers 4 and 6, 4 upon 6. Okay, and here if you will multiply 1 by 5 and 3 by 5, you will get 5 upon 15. And when we remove this common 2 from here and this common 5 from here, so we will get the simplified form of 5 upon 15, which is 1 upon 3, and 2 upon 3, that is a simplified form of 4 upon 6. That means these two different ratios, 2 upon 3 and 4 upon 6, are equal. Here 5 upon 15 and 1 upon 3 are equal. In the same way, I am going to write one more example here for your clarification. 4 upon 8 is equal to 1 upon 2. Right? 4 ones are 4 and 4 twos are 8. So 1 upon 2, 1 upon 2, both the answers are same. That means 4 upon 8 is equal to 1 upon 2. This is also proportion. Now I am going to describe two questions from your book, page number 269 and 270, which shows proportion. Okay. Question number 2 and question number 3, I am going to describe it. A class of 24 people went for an excursion to the zoo. The proportion of the people who are girls is 1 upon 4. How many boys went for the excursion? Solution: there are total 24 people. From them, one portion of girls is showing, right? 1 upon 4 means you have to divide 24 in 4 equal parts. From one part is shows that these are girls. That means we have to divide 24 in 4 equal parts, and from them one part is used for girls, right? Description is also written there. 24 divided by 4 and you will get 6, means one part contains 6 people, right? One means every part has 6 peoples, right? So if I said one part means 6 girls went for the excursion, that's correct, right? And then if you subtract these 6 peoples or girls from 24, you will get 18. So that means 18 boys went for the excursion. That is the 3 parts of total, right? If I have equally divided 24 into 4 parts, right? One part shows 6 peoples, which to which when you will simplify you will get 1 upon 4. That is a portion of girls. And when you will take 3 parts of that total, you will get 18 peoples. And when you will simplify this 18 upon 24, you will get 3 upon 4. That shows the portion of boys. Verification, you can verify your answer as well. How? We have total 24 peoples. We have divided this 24 in 4 equal parts. One part shows 1 P, I am going to write it, shows girls. That means 6 girls are there on, there are only 6 girls, and remaining 3 parts means, okay, we have to divide this 6 by 3 and you will get 18. So 18 boys went for the excursion. So when you will add these 6 and 18, you will get total 24. So your answer is 3 upon 4 for the boys, right? Question number 3 of your people's book, that is on page number 270. There are 4 apples and 6 oranges in the basket. What proportion of the fruits in the basket are apples? Solution: total 4 apples and 6 oranges means 4 plus 6 is equal to 10, right, in one basket. Out of 10, 4 are apples, so the proportion will be 4 upon 10. When you simplify it, you will get 2 upon 5. How? When you divide it by 2, 2 2s are 4 and here 2 5s are 10. So you will get the proportion 2 upon 5. In the same way, if 4 more oranges are added to the basket, what proportion of the fruits in the basket would the apples be? Solution: total there are 4 apples and 10 oranges, means 4 plus 10 is equal to 14 fruits in one basket. Out of 14, 4 are apples, so the proportion will be 4 upon 14. And when you will simplify it, 2 2s are 4 and 2 7s are 14. So you will get 2 upon 7, right? So that means 4 upon, here in A part, 4 upon 10, 4 upon 10 is equal to 2 upon 5. And in B part, 4 upon 14 is equal to 2 upon 7. So these two ratios are equal and this shows proportion. I am going to clear it. This is 10. Okay. Now this is one visual example. I hope your concept will be more clarified with this example. Let's start with it.
A proportion is two equal ratios. You can also think of it as two equal fractions. And you guys already know a lot about fractions. For example, let's say I were to write 5/6 is equal to 10/12. You guys know those are equivalent fractions. And in case you forgot, let me just remind you that I multiply 5 by 2 in order to get 10, and I multiply 6 by 2 in order to get 12. That's how I know those are the same quantity, the same fraction. Sometimes with proportions, you see two equal ratios written like this. A lot of times you're going to have a variable where instead of telling you that was 12, they would ask you to find out what it is. That's something you're going to run into a lot. So when you're given a problem like this, there's a couple different ways to solve. The first way is the way I just described to you, where you think about how 5 times 2 gave you the answer 10, so 6 times 2 would have given me that 12. That's one way to think about it, is to look for what number you're multiplying by.
I hope you have understood the topic, you have understood the visual example, you have understood the given examples. Thank you. The worksheet is also given. Go for it, solve it, and submit it. Thank you very much.